Hey you guys, it's Laren here for day 2 of the 90-day game plan. I'm super pumped, you guys. It is May 1st to August 1st. Like, what can we accomplish before celebration, you guys, in August? This is going to be huge. It is the perfect time to set those goals. So to recap yesterday, make sure you go into your back office, you go to the training center, and you print off the 90-day game plan. Set your goals, set your intentions now, you guys, and we have to take massive action to get massive results. So I want you guys to stop getting ready to get ready. I think so often so many people are like plan to plan to plan to plan. You know, my favorite quote is ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. You do not have to know everything right now. You guys just start, just go for it. You know, the more you just show excitement and passion for people and what they should be doing and why they should be using Isagenix and what it can do for their lives and how it can make them healthier and happier and even financially free, the more excitement you have is sometimes better than being able to know all the details or know all the ingredients or know everything behind it. So I want you guys to just go for it. So every single day, you guys, I'm going to come on here, I'm going to film these videos, and I want you guys to watch my path to success. So, you know, you're going to fail with me. You're going to succeed with me. You're going to do this every day. And if from here until I get there, until I succeed, whether that's a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 10 years from now, I want to be able to help you guys grow and know how long it takes and what the work to do, to put in the work to get to the end goal. Okay. So I don't want you guys to let this, don't let the training paralyze you. Don't let the fear of not getting there fast enough paralyze you. I mean, even on day 1 yesterday, I had a moment of just feeling a little bit defeated, and I had to just power through that and change my attitude and know that it takes work to put in things. You know, I was even at church on Sunday, and the whole message was about looking back on your life, those things that you really accomplished that you were so proud of yourself for, and looking back for the moments when it wasn't as easy. And I can remember that. Like, I remember sitting in bed with tears pouring down my face because leaving college, because I kept applying and applying for L'Oreal. I wanted a job at L'Oreal in New York more than anything. And I had this amazing resume, and I sent it every single day, you guys, for like 2 months, 3 months before I was graduating, and I never once heard back from them. Fast forward 10 years, last year I was in Portugal on their business forum. One of 60 people from the United States got chosen by L'Oreal to go represent the United States. I've sat on the panels for L'Oreal to basically help conversion for other salons, where all of my dreams came true. But if you had asked me 10 years ago, I would just felt like a fear of failure. Now that I'm in this industry, I just want to dominate and crush these goals the same way you guys all do. And the fear of how long is this going to take? Am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? This is real talk. You know, it does start to paralyze you, and you just want to do better so much faster. But if I could look right now, okay, what's my life going to be in 5 years? If I could envision that so strongly and have that vision, so the imagination behind it, and know exactly what I'm working toward, I can't let that fear right now paralyze me. So you have to turn that fear into faith, you guys, and take action and just go for it. So that is what this 90-day game plan is all about, is turning that into action. So make sure you guys print all of that off. I just want to go over some wins and learns with you guys, because this is real talk. Like, I want you to see what I'm going through too. You know, I've been doing these pop-up healthy happy hours at Cycle Bar every Monday night. They're going great. I get great contacts from it. One thing I noticed that I think could help you guys too is every person that walks in, if you say, do you want to try a pre-workout? They're like, ooh, no. And they won't even make eye contact with me, and they just like look away. But if you're like, oh my gosh, you look great, you have cute yoga pants, here is a power shot. I'm like, here is an amped power. It's your pre-workout. It's not going to give you any stimulants. You know, it's just going to help oxygen flow to your cells faster to increase your endurance during those sprints. Every single one was like, you know, absolutely, tell me more about it. And it like built rapport. So don't ask closed-ended questions. Whether it's a healthy happy hour or you're talking to someone on the street or a meeting, don't ask those closed-ended questions that are yes or no. Ask the questions that are going to get them to open up or at least engage with you and come in. So that was my win and learn yesterday. So I just wanted to share that with you guys last night. Your why, you guys, that is the most important part of this 90-day game plan, and really understanding like what is going to keep you going. That is the thing. Like I said yesterday, there are going to be days where you just feel a little bit defeated, or 6 months down the road, you're going to feel that way. And it's what's going to keep you going. What wakes you up every single day? What excites you and what drives you every single day? That is your why. Don't spend all this time trying to figure it out. It's inside of you guys, and you just have to understand that. You have to what is it that you're thinking about before you fall asleep at night? What is it the first things that you think about when you wake up at night or in the morning? And that just is keeping you going. What I love is what Peter Kelly always says in her celebration 2014 is what excites you, but more importantly, what excites you now. Of course, our long-term goals, we have our long-term goals, and that is what excites us and everything that comes with it. But what is it that excites you now? What is it that excites you in 90 days? Because that is what's going to help you get to these goals. So I want you to think about those. Think about what is it that you've overcome in your life too, and what was the fuel that got you to those magic moments of success in your past. We're all so different. What drives us is what makes us show up in this world. So take the time this week, you guys, to write everything out. Write all of those things down and really come up with your why. Make your own mission statement. Put it up on your wall. Make it into your personal brand. That is who you are, and that's how you're going to inspire other people. You know, mine is so much about my faith and my spirituality side and being able to bring that into other people's lives. That excites me. That fuels me. Like, the more I just, like, live in my faith and, like, turn to that all the time and know that, like, God is guiding this purpose for me, that's what excites me. You know, I thought I was living my dream job, and I was. I mean, I had amazing, amazing opportunities in the beauty industry, and I loved that. I'm so grateful for it. But I say, like, I didn't choose Isagenix. Isagenix chose me. You know, it's this deep calling, you guys. It's this pull. And I just feel this motivated and this movement toward it. And that is something that God put in my heart, and I have to follow that. I have to trust in that. So when I wake up in the morning, it's not who's on my prospect list. It's who do I get to help today? It's who's being brought into my life and paying attention to the people that are reaching out to me. It's not even necessarily I'm reaching out to people. It's who are you attracting into your life? Understanding who's on your path, and there's a purpose they're on your path, and you need to pay attention to that. So don't get so stuck on this end goal that you forget what is in front of you. I've been doing this neurogym science, like, training for your neurological mind, and it walks you through this deep meditation of, like, you're on this path, you're in this deserted desert, and you've already left your camp, and you're on to the next camp, and you know that every dream that you've ever imagined is at that camp, and you just keep going, and you're like, I know if I can get there, everything's going to work out. I know if I can get there, this is what I want. Like, that's all you see, and your focus is on that. And then you start to just be so dehydrated, and you're just like, I need water, and you're looking around for it and you can't find it, and you're feeling like you want to give up. You're like, this is the hardest thing I've ever done. This is challenging me in so many ways. This is real life. This is what we go through every single day, you guys. And you're like, is it worth it? Am I going to give up? Like, in this moment of this exercise, like, I can't go any farther because I need that water. I need that water to get me to this next level. And that's all you can focus on. That's all you can see. It's like the same way that we look at those prospects. Well, if only I could find this, or if only this person would enroll, or if only I got this leader. But you're not paying attention to the opportunities that are surrounding you. And in this exercise, you know, you're in this deep meditation, and you trip over a cactus. And when you trip over this cactus, you pick it up and you realize there's water in it. So you just chug that water, and you're like, oh my God, I'm so thankful for this water, everything. And then you turn around and you look at all of the cactuses that you just passed for miles. But you were so focused on your goal and that end goal that you didn't even notice it. And I want you guys to apply this in your life every day. You're focused on this goal and you want it so bad, yet you're not paying attention to what God is putting into your life in this moment. If you're so concerned, I'm only at 2 cycles, or I'm only at 3 cycles this week, or I've only had a couple enrollments, be grateful for those. It was better than when you had 0 cycles. It was better than when you couldn't even enroll one person. Just imagine, the more grateful you are for what you have and what you're currently at, it's only going to bring more of that. So, and then when you're at 10 cycles, when you're at 100 cycles, when you're maxing out your back office, you're going to be so grateful for those moments, and you're going to be grateful for these moments when you were only at 2 cycles, and the humbleness and the humility that it brought into your life to make you strengthen your character and grow you as a person. So don't be so focused. Point being, don't be so focused on the end goal you're not noticing what's around you, guys. Be present in the moment every day. Pay attention to the people that you could help, and don't go into things like, oh, I didn't make any money from that experience. You never know what could turn into that experience. You never know whose life you could impact it, or maybe they'll come back into your life a year from now and be so grateful for how you impacted their life that maybe they'll be your next leader. You just never know. So just be grateful for those. How to schedule your day. So I wake up, like I said, with purpose. Like, what is my purpose today? How am I going to live this out with purpose? Again, it's not a prospect list. It's like, how can I give to more people today? Who needs my inspiration? I'm such an inspiration person, you guys. I love that quote. Like, motivation is when you grab hold of an idea, but inspiration is when an idea grabs hold of you. You know, you are providing inspiration to people that you wanted to just grab hold of them and just inspire them to want to change something in their lives. Not motivate them to feel like they need to do that, but inspire them to do it. You know, Laura St. John who's one of my strongest mentors, taught me, you know, to do this list every day. I do a gratitude list on my own, and I just love it. I write everything that I'm grateful for, everything that I want to attract to my life, everything that I have attracted into my life, and everything that I want for the future as if I already have it. And I write that on a gratitude list every day. Like, I'm so grateful for. And one thing that I love that Laura added to that was to separate it from the universe versus you. You know, say you want to have 5 new enrollments this week or 2 new enrollments this week. You know, you can control talking to someone every single day. You can control sharing the Isagenix story. You can control having those conversations, putting yourself out there, reaching out to people. But the universe can control who's being attracted into your life, who's receiving what you're putting out there. So it's almost like put on 2 separate pieces of paper, the universe and you, and write your goals out and then separate them. What is your control and what is the universe can control? I also write a gratitude list at night. I meditate at night, making time for this, you guys. Finding random acts of kindness for people. The more you can give, the more you're going to receive. What I love to do is connect people. I love connecting businesses to businesses and people to people and network to network, because I know the more that I can help their business and their success grow, the more it's going to come back to me, the more they're going to want to help me. So that next person that they're talking to on the street, if they're talking about weight loss or energy or healthy aging or financial solutions, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, you have to meet Laren. That is what I want, is like, not for selfish reasons, but the power of connection for all of us, the power of networking for all of us. So I hope that helps too, is how much can you give today, because you will receive it back in return. I know you will. And then follow-ups, making sure that you're following up in the day. We all are going to schedule our day differently, but these are the core foundations that are going to keep you guys going, so that no matter the good days and the bad days, if you're still focused on your gratitude and how you're helping and what you're receiving from the universe, everything will keep you guys on track. I want you guys to set your goals today for the 90 days, the 60 days, and the 30 days. You know, again, be grateful for where you're at and know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, you're never going to get there. You know, one thing that I love about the imagination is if you don't put an image in your mind is going to create one for you. So you have to know where you're going. So put that in your mind, that imagine what it's going to feel like, imagine what it's going to look like, and then you're going to be able to go there. My own personal goal, you guys, is 100 appointments in 30 days. So in 90 days, that's 300 appointments. I love Hillary's Leading with the Why video. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. But she talks about this. I'm sure a lot of leaders talk about this. And I love this goal, doing 100 appointments in 30 days. So from now until June 1st, that is my goal. And I want to take, you know, I set my cycles where I'm at and what I've been averaging, and I made my new goal for that. I set what I'm doing per week, and I made my new goal for that just within 30 days. You know, where are you now, and where do you want to be 90 days from now, and start to scale back from that. If things aren't working, it's the perfect opportunity to redirect. So between 30 and 60, then it's like, take that moment to redirect. Is this working? What didn't work? You know, we love, Kat Gold and I always talk about, like, fail faster, fail forward. If you're going to fail, it's okay, but learn from it. Take that moment to take that step back and be like, okay, what did I do wrong? What could I do differently? How could I redirect this? And just keep going, you guys. 60 days, you're halfway there. Like I said, reevaluate. What do you need to change? What's working and what's not, and just keep going. It's 90 days. What's your long-term goal? Again, celebration. We're going to keep this going every 90-day increments, but right now, from now until celebration, what is your goal? For me, I want to be Crystal Executive. That's a huge, huge goal for me. I want to, like, go from 1 star to 2 or 3 stars. Like, I wanted to have that massive jump. You know, I'm ready to take my business to the next level, and I want you guys to set those goals for you. So as a consultant, is it manager? Is it director? You know, we're all in this together. How can we just go forward and move faster? And what are you going to do with it? You know, if it's a financial goal, what are you going to do with that money? You know, I always listen to this amazing podcast about the gratitude and setting gratitude lists, but if you can always have that goal, but if you don't know what you're going to do with the goal, it's never going to happen. So making sure, if your goal is like, I want to be a millionaire one day, that's awesome. But what are you going to do with that money? Are you going to donate more back to your church? Are you going to invest in other businesses? Are you going to set your kids up for success? Like, what is it that you want with that goal? If you want a nice car, why do you want the nice car? You know, anything. Set not only the goal, but the why behind it, and the what are you going to do with it behind it too. So I hope this helps you guys. This is just the second day of the 90-day game plan. That's a lot of information, but I think it's starting with the basics and getting you just pumped and inspired for this, and starting with the why and starting and leading with your heart. Isagenix is all about leading with the heart, you guys, and I love this company. I'm so grateful for this company and what it's doing for all of us, and I can't wait to watch you succeed. So I'm excited for you to watch my journey, and hopefully this inspires you in some way. Thanks.